So as I mentioned earlier, for the description, you get a total of 5,000 characters to use, and that does sound like a lot, and it is a generous amount. But again, just like the title, it's best to use all of that space allocated because it's going to make your video look less like spam, as I just showed you in the example, and your video is going to rank better, as I just showed you in that example, with that one video getting almost 1 million views. I mean, you can see how YouTube and Google is rewarding the efforts of the person who put that video up by sending them a ton of traffic, a ton of views, and more than likely a ton of money. So you really, again, want to make yourself look less like a spammer, because think about it, most of your spammers who are just throwing videos up all over YouTube and just trying to see what sticks, they're only going to put a very short description, if hardly any description at all. And YouTube is really trying to clean up their site and get rid of a lot of these spammers. So they're looking for anybody that's even remotely looks like a spammer with short descriptions or just sloppy channels, things like that. So you want to put the effort in so that way, not only are you going to get more conversions because people are going to believe what you have to say in your videos, and they're going to click on those links and they're going to go ahead and take advantage of the CPA offers, but also you're going to help to prevent, if a real person that works from YouTube and does a manual review of your videos or your channel, they're going to want to leave your videos alone and let them stay there, because it's going to look to them like you're just trying to be helpful and you're just trying to serve your community. So now, when adding the tags, you don't want to use spaces between each tag, or basically when I say tags, that means your buyer keywords. You just want to use a comma between each one of these keywords. And you also, as I mentioned earlier, you want to use all 500 characters of the space allocated. That's a key point. You don't want to look like a spammer just throwing a couple of keywords on there. You want to look like it's very full, and hey, you only have a few videos up on YouTube. You don't have a whole bunch, when maybe in reality you have a whole ton. Now, since you do need to pay attention to the amount of characters that you're adding to each video title and description, what we do is we use a character counter, and there's some really good ones that you can find on Google, and they're really great because if you can go ahead and put everything in there, it's going to tell you right then and there how many more characters you need to fill it up. And again, you want to use as much space as possible. So you can see right here as an example, we kind of did like a little template for you. So the first thing you want to do in your titles, you want to have a keyword-rich title, and these are buyer keywords again, going after buyer keywords, not just general everyday keywords, but buyer keywords. So your primary, your secondary, as well as your third most popular buyer keyword, all here in the title. Then in your description, add your URL first. So that's going to be for whatever CPA offer that you're promoting. And then what you're going to want to do is you're going to want to add a 5,000 word original article. That's the same thing that I just showed you a bit ago. And then here in your tags, you're going to want to add tags using commas, not spaces. Now, one other thing that I wanted to add here is, remember that when you're uploading your video, after you upload your video, you want to get the URL link to your video. And then what you want to do is you want to put another URL link. So you have one URL link to your CPA offer, but below your whole entire description, you want to add the URL link of your video right here. So it's actually going to put a backlink to your video. So it's a very cool thing to do, and it really does help if you do that little step.